What's up everyone? Instead of a tier list, today we will be ranking every Desert Eagle skin in CS2 from worst to best. Keep in mind that ranking skins is completely subjective and everyone's ranking will be different, but these are my opinions and I ranked every skin based on looks. Price was not taken into account. With that being said, let's get right into the video. Alright, coming in at number 34, we have the Mudder. I mean, it's dead last for a reason. It's literally brown. It looks like mud. It's not a great skin whatsoever. Coming in at 33, we have the Urban Rebel, and it's a bit better than the Mudder, honestly, but it's still a camo skin. The colors aren't great, it's very dull, and it's a pretty bad skin overall. At 32, we have the Urban DD Bat. Now, this skin is a bit better than the previous one. They are similar, however, here the colors are more defined. We have black, gray, and white. It looks a bit better. It's still a camo skin, so it can't go any higher than this. Moving on to number 31, we have the Oxide Blaze. Now, I know some people do enjoy this skin, but for me, I just don't really like the colors. Honestly, I don't like this rusty look, and the Blaze design itself is pretty nice. Obviously, it's similar to the very expensive Blaze, but here, the colors just really bring it down for me. Cracking the number 30 spot, we have the Desert Eagle Naga. Now, the Nordic style design at the front of the gun is pretty dope. It has like a 3D effect to it. However, the colors here are pretty bad. The metal is very like worn and tainted, and it's not great to look at. At 29, we have the Blue Ply. Now, I do actually enjoy wooden textures in CS2. Something like a Pantera Onca with the engravings on the wood looks great. Here, it looks tacky. It is blue, but I still don't like the colors, and this skin just doesn't look good on a Deagle whatsoever. Coming in at 28, we have the Bronze. Now, this skin is metallic, which is a plus. However, I don't really like the secondary color of brown, and there's another skin on this list that is very similar, and it has bronze as the accents, and it looks significantly better. So this one had to go way lower. Now, you guys might be shocked to see me put the Crimson Web Deagle at number 27, and I know a lot of people do like it, but for me personally, I don't really like it here. The spider webs are really spread out, and I like to see this finish on knives. Other than that, it is passable as a red skin. It's fine. It can work with red inventories, but besides that, not much going on here, and I had to put it pretty low. At number 26, we have the Knight. Now, this skin is very basic. It's literally one color. It's the dark gray and blue, and that's about it. So it kind of ended up here by default. But I will mention as a plus that you can make great crafts on it since it's one color. So that's a huge bonus for this skin. Coming in at number 25, we have the Heirloom. Now, the idea behind this skin is great. It's like a stock Deagle with gold engravings, but the execution here is not great because when you actually play with it in-game, you barely get to see the engravings themselves. And there's another Deagle on this list that has gold engravings and looks a lot better in my opinion. At 24, we have the Trigger Discipline. Now, this skin does have some perks to it that are good. It's vibrant, it's got pink and blue, and also the design is pretty dope. It's similar to like a Blaze, but instead it's like these shapes that are going from front to back. However, whenever you use this skin, I feel like you get tired of it really quickly, and it always has this like milsim, like low-end feel to it, so I don't really like it too much just because of that. It pains me to put the Golden Koi at number 23, and here's the deal. I still think it's completely broken. It's washed out, it does not look anything like the CSGO version, the colors aren't there, and the pattern is barely visible. Had it been the CSGO version, it would have been way higher, probably top 10, top 5, but here it's still broken, and I cannot put it any higher than this. For number 22, we have the Hand Cannon, which came from the Cobblestone collection, so it's an OG skin, and I do find it to look pretty good. I like the colors, the yellows, the blues, it all looks good. It's also pattern based, so you could get different color layouts. However, what I don't like is the like stain design that we have through the whole gun. I know some people love it, for me it doesn't hit, so I kind of have to put it a little bit lower than I want to. At number 21, we have the older brother of the Bronze, and this is the Bronze Deco. A lot of you will recognize it. It's an amazing budget skin. Instead of the brown as the secondary color, here we have the golden bronze, so it looks incredible. It shines in bright lighting, it's vibrant, you can get different patterns, and overall, it's a wonderful skin. There's not too much going on for it, so I can't place it higher, but I still think this is a wonderful skin. Cracking the number 20 spot, we have the Pilot. Now, remember with the Heirloom how I mentioned that there's a better OEM Deagle with gold on it? Well, the Pilot is it. It's got gold on the accents, it's pretty much a stock Deagle. However, you can see the gold at all times when you shoot, when you play. It's nice and stylish, it doesn't overdo it on the design, and it's very elegant, so I do appreciate it a lot. At number 19, we have the Corinthian, which is a Roman-inspired skin, and the star of the show here is the 3D mapping. It's engraved all the way through the barrel, the back, the handle, everything is engraved. It's all in one color, which is bronze, and this skin is wonderful, so if you like this engraved look, this is definitely your best option. Coming in at number 18, we have the Desert Eagle Sputnik, which in my opinion is insanely underrated. First off, it's pattern based, so you could get all sorts of different patterns, and second off, it's space themed, so it's primarily blue, and you could get different patterns where you get the spaceship or moons and suns. It looks really good, and also it fits very well with field agent gloves if you like those. And lastly, it's on the new model, so it's a huge bonus there as well. At the halfway point at number 17, we have the Desert Eagle Hypnotic. Now for me, this skin isn't good or bad, that's why it's directly in the middle. I don't find it to be very interesting. You can get different patterns with the spirals where it covers most of the gun or the full gun, but besides that, I wouldn't go out of my way to buy this skin, and so that's why it's directly in the middle. At 16, we have Conspiracy. Now, I personally really like clean skins, and this is definitely one of them. It's full black, it has nice outlines, and it's nice and simple. If you like gold crafts, if you like gold stickers, this is definitely the way to go, and it's also very cheap, so it's a win-win all around. For number 15, we have the Desert Eagle Mecha Industries. Now, I do like these skins in general. I think the M4A1S looks a lot better, but it works here on the Deagle. We have an industrial style design with black, red, tan, and white. It all fits together. My only issue is how much black is on the slide. I wish it was a bit cleaner, but overall, I think it's a great skin, and if you're looking for a covert Deagle, you should definitely consider this one. Speaking of industrial themed skins, here we have the Directive at number 14, and this is way better than the Mecha Industries in my opinion. It's very similar in taste, however, we have a nice blue color that stretches through the whole slide. We have nice red outlines, and it has like this metallic feel and nice 3D mapping as well. Overall, it's a super nice skin. If you're going for a blue inventory or black, this will definitely work, and it's also cheap, so it's got everything going for it. I think it's a wonderful skin. For number 13, we have the Night Heist. Now, what I really love about the skin is the color. The dark blue mixed with the purple looks incredible. We have light pink scattered throughout the whole gun, and the theme is really creative. It's like plans drawn out to break into a facility, and as a big bonus, it's also pattern based, so you can get different types of layouts. Overall, if I had to go with the purple inventory, this is 100% the purple Deagle that I would go with. And coming in at number 12, we have the Desert Eagle Light Rail. Now, you either love or hate this skin. I love it. I think it looks great. It's super cheap. I love the fake blaze look where we have the yellow gradient up front to orange and black at the back. It also has very nice 3D mapping. It has like the 3D effect of the cutouts. All around, it's a super solid skin. It works in black inventories and red, and it's super cheap, so you cannot go wrong with this skin. Coming in at number 11, just barely not making the top 10 mark, we have the Code Red. Now, if you're looking for a red bright Deagle skin for a red inventory, 100% this is the best option. It's pretty cheap, but that's not too relevant. The black on red color scheme is great, the stippled grip, the industrial style design is very nice, all the accents look great. It's a good Deagle skin. It doesn't have any incredible features that would really put it in the top 10, but I really like this skin and it's an absolutely solid pick. And finally, we get to my top 10 best Deagle skins in CS2 that I think look way better than everything else. First up, we have the Cobalt Disruption at number 10. The blue color here is gorgeous. It's vibrant, it's shiny. When you hold up the Deagle to bright lighting, each of the digicamo spots light up on their own, so it creates a nice lighting effect. Also, the skin is very OG, so I do have respect for it. And if you're going for a blue inventory, blue gloves, blue anything, this is definitely the way to go. But honestly, the fact that the skin is so vibrant is what put it in the top 10. At number 9, we have the Ocean Drive, and I've seen a lot of people hate on this skin, but honestly, I think it's great. Thematically, it fits the Vaporwave design very well. It's very vibrant, the colors stand out, you notice it in game. You can also pair it with a ton of gloves, anything cyan, orange, purple, pink. Also, neon-themed inventory is definitely a go-to, but I have one huge issue, and that's the fact that this skin is not pattern-based. Imagine if we could get patterns that are full cyan, full orange. It could have had so much potential, but they did not make it pattern-based, and that brought it down for me a ton. Otherwise, still a good skin nonetheless. Now, I know what you're thinking. What is the Meteorite doing at number 8? And let me explain. It recently got a buff, so it got a lot darker and went from brown to black. And now this skin looks incredible. It's got gold accents, it's got gold fractals that you can really see when you hold it up to bright lighting, and they really pop on the black background. This skin is sleek, it looks great in all sorts of lighting. You can pair it with whatever you want because it's pretty much neutral. And I know I don't factor price, but it's literally under $1. I will always vouch for this skin. I love the space theme, and I know some people don't find it that great, but I think this skin is amazing. Coming in at number 7, we have the Midnight Storm. Now, this skin is incredibly stylized, but if you like traditional Japanese themed art, you will definitely appreciate this skin. It also has a very pretty cyan color that I personally love pairing with overprint gloves, and it's also pattern based, which I don't think most people realize. You could get all sorts of different wave patterns. Now, if you're going for a Japanese themed inventory, you're going with Oni Taijis, Crimson Kimonos, you should definitely pick this as the Deagle. Coming in at number 6, we have the older brother of the Midnight Storm, which is called the Sunset Storm. There's two versions of the skin, one with a face on the handle and one without, but I put them in the same spot since they look pretty much identical. It's the same skin as before, with the Japanese wave design, but instead of cyan, we have crimson, and there's also an Easter egg here, which is why I gave it the higher ranking. And finally, we're into the top 5 best Eagle skins in CS2, and I gave the number 5 spot to the Kumicho Dragon for a couple of reasons. The dark steel on the slide really lets the dragon decal pop, and the handle being purple is also a great addition as it makes the skin more noticeable in game. Thematically, this skin is a standout with dragon artwork covering the whole gun, and I will mention that this skin is also pretty cheap, which is rare for skins of this quality. At number 4, we have the Desert Eagle Blaze. It's a classic that everybody knows and recognizes, and I actually run it myself. It's very minimal in design, but it still looks amazing. Full black with flames coming from the front, and the buff it got in CS2 was huge since the flames now glow a bit in brighter lighting. I was debating putting this higher, but I think the top 3 skins are in a league of their own. At number 3, I went with the Prince Stream. I'm a huge fan of clean skins, and everything about this skin is exactly that. Black on white color scheme, the slide being full white and the handle is black. The decals are exactly where they should be, so the gun is filled out, but it's not overdone. If this was CSGO, I would have put this at number 1, but the nerf pearlescence dropped it by a few ranks for me. At number 2, we have the Emerald Jormungandr coming from the Norse collection. It's the only green deagle in the game, which is a huge bonus, and also highly pattern based, so you can get all sorts of variations with the skin. There's even rare patterns where the serpent is on the handle or the slide, and this skin has an elegant look that was only beaten by one other skin. Coming in at number 1, we have the Fennec Fox, which I consider to be the Gungnir of deagles. The color scheme is very unique with the different shades of orange. The 3D mapping is amazing and done very well. The artwork is clean and concise with a fox theme in mind, and there's intricate patterns covering every part of the skin, so it looks great while both idling and inspecting the gun. Overall, this skin is incredible and had everything I wanted to see in the number 1 skin of this list. So that's it for today. I would love to know if y'all agree or disagree with my rankings. Make sure to let me know in the comments down below. This will be a new series on the channel, so expect to see more of these videos. And with that being said, I hope to see y'all in the next one. Peace out, everyone.